Good morning, students. Today we will start the next chapter, that is the chapter 7, and it is about the changing cultural tradition. So far we have discussed about how the third three orders used to be there in the medieval Europe, what were the factors which led to the decline of the feudalism in Europe, and how the city was started developing in European continent. Now we will read further. After that development of the city, you can see that in the background there is the picture of a city. This is the image of Mona Lisa, which you may know that it was uh, painted by Leonardo da Vinci, who also emerged at that time in European continent. So how the city developed in Europe and what changes took place in the social life of Europe, what were the factors for this period of change, and this period of change was called the period of Renaissance. So what were the factors of Renaissance and how it started in Italy, that we are going to discuss in this chapter. Now, a period after the medieval age, that was called the period of Renaissance. So Renaissance was a period which started right after the medieval age, and it started between 1300 to 1600 CE. For 300 years there used to be a time which was called the Renaissance. The literal meaning of Renaissance is the rebirth, where all civilization of European continent that happened to be there in Greece as well as in Rome, that started re-emerging or uh, revoking again in the European continent. So that period was called the period of Renaissance. So it was a period after the Middle Age, and Middle Age was not that good in Europe. This was the age of feudalism, where no development could take place in European continent. To start of the modern world, from here modernization of European continent started taking place. New interest in old stuff, the stuff which used to be there in Greece during the Greek Empire and in Rome during the Roman Empire. They again started to be revived in Italy and other parts of Europe. So that was a period which was called the Renaissance period. Now there were also other changes like in art, religion, and literature and education. So all these changes took place in European continent in this time, and that's why this was called the age of revival of the old culture, and this was also known by the name of the age of Renaissance. So Renaissance period started from 1300 to 1600 CE, and where it began in Italy. As you know that during the Roman Empire, Italy used to be at the center stage, and now also in the period of Renaissance, Italy was again at the center stage. So the Renaissance period started from Italy itself. Now you can see that this is the map of Italy, where the cities of Italy have been shown, like Florence, Geneva. So rebirth of ancient Greek and Roman world was there in the period of Renaissance. What were the characteristics of the city? City used to be like the independent body, and it used to be like a state. So these were known as the city-state, and these were the secular urban society, where religion was not having that much stronger control as it used to be there in the rural area. So religion was not a deciding factor in the city, and this was the age of recovery, where all civilization was recovered from the ruins of ancient Greek as well as the Roman world. New view of human ability. There were new views which started to be developed about the human being, his ability and his worth. It means now there was no much more emphasis on the birth of a human being. Rather, the privileges were given to those people who used to be better in their ability as well as in their quality. So a man who was having a better ability and quality, they were respected better than the person who was having a high birth in the society. Now there were many writers who wrote about the Renaissance period, and we will discuss here about one such writer, that is Jacob Burckhardt. So Jacob Burckhardt, who wrote about the Renaissance period a lot, so we will discuss about him. Jacob Burckhardt, he was between 1818 to 97, and he was in the University of Basel, that is in Switzerland. He was a student of German historian Leopoldo von Ranke. So Ranke was also a historian. Ranke had taught him that the primary concern of the historian was to write about the state and politics using paper. So we can see that the history used to be written about the ruler, about the politics and the state, and this was also taught to the Jacob Burckhardt by his teacher, that was Ranke, and files of government department, that they should write about the government and its department. But Burckhardt was dissatisfied with these very limited goals. So Burckhardt thinks that there are certain other things which has to be written apart from the politics and the state and the ruler, because they are not the be all and all of a country. Rather, there are a large mass of the people, that is called the common man. It should also deal with the common man. So history should also deal with the common man. It was the thinking of Jacob Burckhardt. History was much more concerned with the culture as with the politics. According to him, politics also plays an important role in the governing of a state, but culture is also an important aspect. So he was also much more concerned about the culture of the society. In 1860, he wrote a book that is called The Civilization of Renaissance Italy. So that was the book which was written by him, and that gives us a true picture of the Renaissance world of that time. So what was the book? The book is Civilization of Renaissance in Italy. Now, what other changes that occurred in Europe during this period, that is the between 14th century and the 7th century AD? In Europe, from the 14th century to the end of the 17th century, it is not 7th, it is 17th century AD, a number of towns had grown in different parts of the country together with distinctive urban culture. So a number of towns used to be there, and a number of towns grew up in different parts of the European continent, and they were having their different and distinct culture. The people of towns started to think that they were more civilized than the people of villages. Means there used to be a superiority kind of feeling in the people who used to live in the urban areas. They believed that they are much superior than the people who used to live in the rural areas. Many towns developed as a center of art and education. So there used to be the towns which were excelled in art as well as in education, and such towns have been given over here, like the Florence, Venice and Rome in Italy. So you can see that the three towns which have been discussed over here, they all belong to the Italy itself. The rich and aristocratic class began to patronize artists and writers. So this class used to patronize the artists who used to paint for them, who used to play the music for them, as well as the writers who used to write about the rich class. So these people used to be patronized by the rich community of that time in European continent, especially in Italy. Now what other changes took place? You can see that changes that occurred in Europe from the 14th to 17th century AD. The invention of printing press, that was a major invention which took place at that time. Printing press was invented, and you can see that it was first invented in Germany, and it was invented by Johannes Gutenberg. So printing press played an important role in bringing the age of Renaissance, because now the books and written material used to be, or printed material used to be available widely, so everybody could read about different cultures and religion as well. A new sense of history started to be developed at that time in Europe, and people divided history into three parts: ancient history, medieval history and the modern history. The development in science and geography broke all the traditional notions. At that time, a lot of development also took place in science as well as in geography. So people came to know about the reality of universe as well as the planet Earth, and the church which used to say something about the Earth as well as the universe, that Earth used to be the center of the universe or the solar system, and that could be proved to be wrong by the different scientific experiments at that time. So church became less credible at that time because it could not prove its point. Rather, the church proved to be wrong because there used to be scientists and geographers who proved that whatever the church is being saying for so long, that is not the right thing. And the church used to say that the Mediterranean Sea was the center of the world. That's why it is called the Bhumadhya Sagar. Bhumadhya means the center of the earth. But different geographers who printed the map at that time, they showed that it is not the center of the earth, rather it is the center of the three continents only, that is Africa, Asia and Europe. So these developments took place in science as well as in geography, and they removed the darkness which was prevailing from a long time and which was spread by the church in the European continent. Now, what were the factors that led to the revival of Italian state? That we will discuss over here. First of all, after the decline of Roman Empire used to be situated in the European continent, and Rome used to be the heart of the Roman Empire, which was in Italy. The towns of Italy, which were political and cultural center at that time, they started to be ruined after the fall of the Roman Empire. After the fall of the Roman Empire, Western Europe was restructured by the feudal bonds that we have discussed in chapter 6, that there used to be feudalism after the decline of the Roman Empire in European continent, and it was again unified under the Latin Church. Latin Church, the church which was in Italy, that was in Rome. So they again started, Vatican City is the center of that Latin Church. So they unified the European continent under a feudal bond. Eastern Europe went under the rule of Byzantine Empire, which was the later part of the Roman Empire, which is also a part of late antiquity. And Islam was building a common system society further west. The western part of the Roman Empire, like the Spain and parts of Africa, they became the part of Islamic Empire when Islamic Empire started to be expanded in the western direction. So the Spain and some areas in the western European continent became a part of the Islamic Empire at that time, but the later Roman Empire was still intact around the Byzantine, which is presently known as Istanbul, that is in Turkey. So eastern side of the Roman Empire was still alive, but western side was declined and it became a part of the Islamic Empire. At this time, Italy was weak and fragmented. So, due to the fall of the Roman Empire, Italy became weak and it also became fragmented. Different parts of Italy went under the control of different other rulers. All these developments helped in the revival of the Italian culture. Now was the period of Renaissance and new cities were emerging in Italy. Now Italy again became stronger and the cities again got a new lease of life and it again revived in the Italian